In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to organize your landing pages inside MailerLite, using folders, subscriber groups, and smart naming conventions to keep everything streamlined and easy to manage. Whether you're a complete beginner just opening the app for the first time, or you're looking to refine your workflow, MailerLite is a powerful yet simple email marketing platform that really rewards a bit of upfront organization. Getting your landing pages sorted from the start will save you hours of hunting later, especially as your list grows and you launch more campaigns. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Let's begin with the first step, and that's grouping your pages using MailerLite's folder management system. Inside your MailerLite dashboard, navigate over to the Sites section on the left-hand menu, then click on the Landing Pages tab. This is where all of your individual landing pages live, and if you've been building them without any structure, it can quickly become a long scrolling list that's hard to navigate. To fix that, look for the Create Folder button. It's usually near the top right of the page. Click that and you'll be able to name your folder based on whatever makes sense for your business. Common categories might include lead magnets, webinars, product launches, or even specific client campaigns if you're an agency. What's great here is that you can then simply drag and drop each landing page into its respective folder. This isn't just about tidiness, it's about speed. When you need to update a page or check performance, you know exactly which folder to click into, rather than scanning through a messy alphabetical list. A best practice tip here is to think of your folders as representing the stages of your marketing funnel. For example, you might have a folder for top of funnel opt-ins, another for middle of funnel webinar registrations, and a third for bottom of funnel sales pages. This visual separation helps you quickly assess which parts of your funnel need attention. Now, moving on to a slightly different but equally powerful way to organize, segmenting your audience through subscriber groups. Instead of relying solely on folders, many experienced MailerLite users connect their landing pages directly to subscriber groups. Here's how that works. Whenever you create a new landing page, you'll have the option to assign it to a specific group during the setup process. Groups in MailerLite act like dynamic buckets for your contacts. So if you have a landing page for a free ebook called the Ultimate SEO Checklist, you can assign it to a group called SEO Enthusiasts. Anyone who fills out that form and submits their email is automatically added to that group. This is incredibly powerful because it eliminates manual sorting later. You don't have to export a list, upload it, and tag people. It happens instantly. The real value here is that it sets you up for laser-focused follow-up emails. Once those subscribers are in that distinct group, you can send them a targeted sequence about SEO tools, advanced guides, or even a product offer related to that topic. A common pitfall to avoid is creating too many overlapping groups. Keep them broad enough to be useful but specific enough to allow for targeted messaging. For example, newsletter subscribers is fine as a general group, but you'll get much better engagement if you also have groups like event waitlist or product launch interest. That way, when you send an email, it's relevant to exactly why that person signed up in the first place. Finally, let's talk about naming conventions, because even the best folders and groups won't help you if you can't find the right page at a glance. MailerLite displays your landing pages in an alphabetical list by default. So if you name your pages randomly, like landing page V2 or test page, you'll create a nightmare for yourself down the road. Instead, establish a clear and consistent naming structure right from the start. I highly recommend using a format like this. Target audience, then the offer or topic, and then the year. For a practical example, you would name a page something like Freelancers Free SEO Audit 2026. This does a few things for you. First, it makes sorting alphabetical actually work in your favor. If you have multiple pages for freelancers, they'll all cluster together in the list. Second, it tells you immediately who the page is for and what it offers without you having to click into the editor. Third, including the year prevents confusion when you recreate a similar campaign next year. You won't accidentally update an old page when you meant to build a new one. Another tip here is to be consistent with your separators. Use a dash, a colon, or a pipe, but pick one and stick with it across every page. Also, avoid using dates that are too specific, like January 15th, because that gets stale. The year gives you enough context without needing to rename everything every month. This small habit of thoughtful naming will dramatically speed up your workflow and reduce errors, especially when you're managing multiple campaigns for different audiences. To wrap things up, you've now got 3 clear strategies to organize your MailerLite landing pages. Using folders to visually group your pages by funnel stage. Connecting each page to a subscriber group so new contacts are automatically segmented, and adopting a smart naming convention that makes every page instantly identifiable. By implementing these steps, you'll not only save time but also improve your email deliverability and engagement, because you can send the right message to the right people at the right time. As a next step, I'd recommend going through your existing landing pages and applying this system retroactively. It's a quick cleanup that pays off immediately. And if you ever need to revisit these techniques, feel free to save this video or come back anytime. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.